It is the time of the year where school just started, you want to do your best in school, and in order for me to do that, I have to have good music to listen to while studying, and that's what this episode is about.
It's making life musical, hey!
And before I begin, let me just say I am not an expert at this. I have spent years trying to find the perfect way that studying works for me, and you know, I could be wrong. What works for me might not work for you. I'm just kind of presenting what I found is the best way. Okay, and the first tip that I have is that if I'm trying to read something and there are words in the song, I have absolutely no hope on trying to focus on that because my mind wanders off to whatever that pop singer is singing about, and I just cannot do that. Instead, I will listen to an instrumental track of some kind, but I do not listen to a tuba song because then I'm thinking about how great of a tuba player I want to be, and that just doesn't work. I've got to stay focused. Tip number 2, classical music and the Mozart effect. There are a lot of studies that say that Mozart makes you a smarter person, and there are a lot of studies that say they don't. So we don't really know about that because there are just so many different facts coming in. So me personally, I will listen to classical music from time to time, but like I said earlier, my mind will tend to wander off into, well, I want to be a professional classical musician one day. And it just kind of distracts me from what I'm trying to do. So instead, I choose other things to listen to. Tip number 3, classical music is not necessary to study with. There are so many other options. I listen to classical music all day. I'm playing classical music. I'm working on classical etudes. It consumes my life. And if I'm not careful, I will think about it while I'm studying, and it throws me off. So instead, I really like a Spotify album that's Oblivion Hymns by Hammock. It's very good. It's instrumental, but it's not classical. It's just kind of got a lot of electronic tones, and it's relaxing, nice and chill. It works perfect for what I need when I'm studying. Alright, and tip number 4 is all about trying to make studying as fun as you can without taking away the stuff that's necessary. Because in some cases you can be studying wrong. And I find myself a lot of the times when I'm listening to music, I want to fall asleep. And you can't do that. You absolutely can't fall asleep when you're trying to read a textbook or whatever it is you're having to do. And I found over the years that whenever I'm feeling the need to have a little bit more energy, if I put on a soundtrack from a movie, it really helps me. If you are tired and you're trying to study, I dare you to listen to Batman Begins or any kind of Hans Zimmer music and try to fall asleep to that. Because I promise you it won't work, because you'll be reading in your head and you'll be all pumped up and it'll feel great, you'll have energy, you'll be excited about what you're studying. It works great for me.
Lost for words? Share a song.
And my last tip is the one that I am most proud of. It's the one that I've come up with all by myself, nobody else online or anything, but I found over time that since I don't pay for Spotify Premium, the ads that come up in Spotify are perfect little mind breaks for when I'm studying hard and I need a break, and every 30 minutes you get a break. It's a nice way to monitor your time. They honestly really help me because my attention span is about this big, maybe smaller, and I just need something to get my mind off of it every now and then. And that wraps up this video, guys. I've tried to come up with as many things as I can think of that I actually use. There are so many other resources that you can look into. I'll link some down below that are just tips on how to use music to study. Music is super powerful when it comes to that kind of thing. The music does great things for the brain, and it's awesome. So that wraps up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to make life musical, and I'll see you in the next one.
It's making life musical, whoa. Tuba is the coolest instrument around. It'll help enhance your life with music and sound.